Hello, everyone, and welcome to another SFP podcast, the Searching for Players podcast. And we found some players. I'm David, player one, and we have the full four-player podcast finally again. I'm joined, as usual, by Alina, player two, Alex, the elusive Alex, player three.
I am pretty elusive.
And our resident non-gamer, everyone's favorite, player four, Dallas.
What's up? It's true.
Yeah. So let's just dive in, starting as usual with what you've been watching, what you've been playing, and we're going to start with Dallas this time.
Oh, right. So I haven't been playing anything. Wait. No, I haven't. I played...
So excited for a second.
I played Hexic.
I
can't remember if I talked about that last time, but...
I think we did a little bit,
yeah.
When it was just you and me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
So, an intense game. Didn't like it.
A boring game.
It was
I'll be the first
really
to admit
boring.
it was boring.
It was so boring. And I think, it was just boring. I couldn't find the patterns. David would be like, just, if you go up to the left and then to the right and then turn it, and then there's one of the Hexics. And I was like, what? What are you talking about? Which button do I press? And I just couldn't see the patterns. But, I started watching Luke Cage finally.
Ah.
Yeah, and I'm enjoying it.
That's good.
It's so good. Alina, what you been watching, what you been playing?
Okay, watching... What did I watch? Still watching Venture Brothers. I did catch a little bit of Westworld, although it was like while I was in one room watching from the other room. So...
I love that other room viewing.
It's good stuff.
So good.
So I only really caught a little... I saw the first episode. I was very confused.
As am I.
It was just a lot, I think. But it's still... I don't know. Maybe I'll go back and rewatch. Understand it a little bit more. I finally saw Super Troopers.
Oh, you'd never seen that?
Never
Wow.
seen it.
All right.
What did you think?
That is a round of applause.
It was alright.
Oh.
And the internet just burned down.
Yeah.
Look, it's obviously too late.
It is. There was the thing, because I remember seeing that in the theater, and it was one of those things that then it came out on DVD, and it kind of had that cult status for a while. Yeah. So if you weren't part of that zeitgeist, if you will,
ooh,
it's
good
not
word.
quite the yeah.
So you won't be chugging a bottle of
maple syrup
anytime soon?
That was so gross. That was like made me sick.
Fun fact: it was really maple syrup.
Oh god.
Because they couldn't
One
get
of
the
those looked
consistency.
really watery, and the other one looked like maple syrup to me. So I don't know.
I think one was really maple syrup.
And didn't you see the new Godzilla?
I did. I saw Shin Godzilla, which was amazing.
Yep.
Yeah, I really liked that one. It was fun. What else did I see? What else did I see, David?
I don't know. I just remember you saying you were going to go see Godzilla.
Okay, I think that's kind of it. I'm trying to think what else. As for what I've been playing, Overwatch, although not as much as I would have liked. I've gotten like 3 levels within this event, and I'm trying to get all this friggin' Halloween. It's hard. And I downloaded the Pokemon demo, and I have not touched it. So,
Nice.
Haven't even unwrapped it on my DS. Like, I downloaded it, and I was like, I'm going to play it, and I haven't done it yet, so who knows? I don't know.
That's Pokemon Sun and Moon?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think that's it.
That's it?
I'll come back
Okay.
if I remember anything.
Okay. I have been watching a lot of TV shows, fall TV and all that good stuff. I think I've mentioned it before. The 2 that are really standing out that are new this year, Pitch. Really enjoy it. If you haven't seen it, it's on Fox, about the first female baseball player, pitcher in the major leagues. And it's so far it's really good. And then of course the one that surprised me, Lethal Weapon, has actually been entertaining and funny. Big fan of the movies, so I was nervous. And just on a side note, Arrow has been much better this season than last season. Last season was okay, and the way it ended was okay. A lot of people didn't like it. I thought it was okay, but this season so far has been better. And I feel like the fight choreography has come back up. I feel like last season it was a little loose, and I think this year they've tightened it back up. So, good news there. And as far as what I've been playing, Overwatch. I know, big shocker. Same thing, Halloween event.
Yep.
I hit Platinum. I finally hit platinum. So I doubt I'll hit diamond, but I did hit platinum.
I hit
finally.
level 23.
Okay.
Waiting to get 2 more
Can't
levels.
even compete yet.
Okay, first question of the podcast.
So in Overwatch,
We got a good 4 minutes in.
Let her ask her question.
Wait, what is platinum?
Well, okay, so, I mean, yes, obviously it's an achievement. I got that. Okay,
Sort
so
of.
is that...
It's good enough. Give it to her.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good.
The first question wasn't what is Overwatch, so
That's true.
So she's coming
That's true.
along.
Don't ask me to describe it, but I know it's a game you guys love. Okay, so yeah, what is platinum? I was gonna be more detailed.
All it
but
is
that's
they do seasons of competitive play.
Yeah.
So kind of think sports seasons, and it's the more competitive people are supposed to play in there, and you can rank up. And so there's like bronze, silver, gold, platinum, I think diamond,
Master,
and
Grandmaster.
Grandmaster
Holy
or
crap.
something like that. And it's 1 to 5,000. And
Wait, 1 to 5,000 points?
points, yeah.
Okay.
And you earn points by winning, you lose points by losing. And just last week I got enough points, which I think it's 2,500, like right in the middle, to become platinum. So
Is
now-
it really hard to get 2,500 points?
Yeah, it depends who you play with. If you get on a good win streak, you earn more points if you're on a win streak, but you lose more if you're on a lose streak. So I just happen to get on some good win streaks, and I managed to get them up in the 2,600s right now. But to hit diamond, you have to hit 3,000, I think. Right?
Sounds right.
And then Masters 4 and Grandmasters like 5 or 4,500 or something. I don't know.
I don't
So
know
do
anything
you-
about competition yet.
So do you have to
Not
be
there.
playing, like, all day to reach...
Not all
or
day.
A lot?
If you just win a lot, you'll be fine. You could win like 2 or 3 matches a day, and you'd hit it.
Okay.
So,
All right.
but
Okay.
yeah, so I was super happy because I had gotten close a couple times, and then I'd lose like 3 or 4, and I'd drop back down, get close, and then drop back down. So finally, I crossed over.
Okay.
And in order to play competition mode, you have to be at least level 25. So because I had to start my account, like recently,
Yeah.
I'm just not there yet. 23, that's where I'm at.
Oh, okay.
So I just
All
have
right.
to wait 2 more levels, and then I can,
Then you can start
yeah,
achieving...
which I
Because you have
I-
an overall level that's not
Yeah.
related to competitive. Just you can play non-competitive or competitive, and it increases your overall level.
Okay.
So,
All right. So what level are you on?
I'm only level 40.
Oh, okay.
But
All right.
I'm not... David, what level are you, sir?
210. And I just recently did that with the Halloween event. I made sure, because when you roll over to like 201, your levels go a lot faster, so then you earn those Halloween events a lot faster. Because you earn a new Halloween box, essentially, every time you hit a new level. And the early levels are really easy to go. They require less XP, so...
I'm just going to write this down
Thank
for
you.
her.
Thank you. I didn't want to be fiercely writing. Yes.
But besides Overwatch, the only thing I've also been playing, the new Gears of War. I haven't played the multiplayer yet because I'm too into Overwatch, but I've started playing some of the Gears story. And the cool thing about the story is it starts with 3 sort of prologue missions that take place at different points in the old storyline, and some of them are taken right from the books, which I've actually have read the Gears of War books, which was cool.
That's always nice.
So yeah, there's some cool things you read about. Now you kind of get to play a snippet of it,
That's cool.
in the gameplay and stuff. So it's pretty cool. And other than that, that's pretty much it for me. So big news story. Everybody knows what it is. Nintendo has announced their new console. It's called the Nintendo Switch, and they said it's coming out March 2017, so next year. Just break it down real quick. It's sort of a portable and stationary system. You can hook it up to your TV. It has a small screen on it that you can take with you, play your games in the go. So it comes with a controller, and it's essentially 2 pieces that click into sort of a docking station. So then you can hold it like a regular controller. But then those 2 pieces can come off, attached to the little screen, and then you can play on the little screen. Or you can set the little screen down and just hold the 2 controllers separately in your hand and play with it anywhere. It also looks like it has a regular controller. I think it looks similar to the Wii U Pro controller, just sort of an Xbox style controller. I want to know everybody's thoughts. Are we thinking yay, nay, don't care, buy day one? I want to start with player 3 because He was super jazzed about this.
Oh, you know it. No, it's interesting. There's still a lot of unanswered questions. So, what's the price going to be? What are the capabilities going to be? Because in the commercial they showed all these games, but they even said like none of these games are official yet, except for maybe the Nintendo ones, right? So, can it run like Skyrim remastered, or is that just like, hey, we hope it can?
Right. Yeah, the games shown, they showed Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, which is confirmed by Nintendo, Skyrim, Elder Scrolls V, Mario Kart, which looked like it was the Wii U Mario Kart.
It did.
An NBA game that looked like an NBA 2K game.
Yep.
Splatoon also looked like the Wii U game. And then, of course, the big question mark was they showed a Mario game.
Sure.
And it was footage we've never seen before. So is that a brand new Mario game? Or is it just sort of a tech Mario demo they were showing? So, but anyway, so that was the list of games that you had mentioned.
Correct. So it's going to be interesting to see, once they kind of get under the hood, right? So what is it going to be? Is it going to be on par with like a PlayStation 4 or an Xbox One, or is it going to be more similar to like the Wii U capabilities? Because they have said, they showed a list of third-party developers, which is a plus because they hadn't had that really with the Wii U. I still think there's just some questions out there I think need to be answered. It sounds neat. It sounds intriguing. But I think the cost and the capabilities are going to have a lot to do. Like, we don't even know if it's a touch screen at this point. So I know that was something that kind of came up. The fact it is a cartridge, but which is interesting because, in the past you would think, I know they have, like, the cartridges now can do a whole lot more things. It can go up to, like, like a terabyte or they can make them pretty good. So it's curious to know if those are going to be just updated versions of like the Wii U games,
right?
Or is that going to be a whole brand new standalone game? So it's intriguing, but there's a lot of stuff I think I'd still want to know more on it.
And you said the third party, there were at least 40 third parties confirmed, including the big ones: EA, Ubisoft, Activision, Sega, Capcom, Square Enix. So a lot of the big ones are all there. Yeah, there were several questions. Like I said, it appears to be cartridge-based. It looked very similar to like a 3DS cartridge. And they said they think it looks like it maybe used memory cards, but they don't know if it's going to have internal storage yet. They haven't said one way or the other. They don't know if there's a touch screen. It looks like you can link several of them up, but we don't know how many. We don't know how that works. We don't know about the online. Sure. Nintendo's not had a good track record with online capabilities. So we'll see, how that's going to play out. And as far as the hardware goes, the only thing we know for sure that it is being developed by NVIDIA.
Yeah.
And I guess they said it's based off their Tegra processor, which I guess is designed for performance with low power consumption, which would work good for obviously traveling with it. And then, but otherwise, the actual details are unknown.
So to that point, that you brought up a great point. I think the battery life is going to be something that's going to be huge, right?
Yeah.
So in the commercial, they show like they're taking it on the plane and like doing all these fun things with it. But realistically, so the Wii U gamepad, I can attest to it. The battery life on that thing was horrendous. So how long is what's it going to be for this? Because if they're marketing it to be on the go, I think 3 to 4 hours probably isn't bad. If it's anything less than that. That becomes a problem if you're trying to say this is going to be your new handheld.
Right.
And then also there's kind of those things. So is this going to replace both the Wii U and the 3DS? It sure looks like that because I don't see anything else. Like after was it Pokemon Sun and Moon? Like I don't think Nintendo has any like big titles coming out on 3DS that I'm really aware of. I don't know if you can think of any, but so are they just going to make this kind of the one new brand? So it's intriguing, but to your point, the online thing, because they're really trying to cater, if they want the Call of Duty players or the Battlefield 1, they've got to have
much
online.
Better online system, yeah.
So, because that would be really interesting if you could take, if the graphics were comparable to like a PlayStation or like an Xbox One, and you could take it on the go. That revolutionizes kind of the handheld market, I think, in that degree. So it's going to be interesting, but there's still a lot more info to wrap our head around.
So, Lena, are you excited? You cautiously optimistic?
Well, now that we've said I don't know. I'm pretty excited about it. I think it looks pretty cool. I haven't had a Nintendo system since, like I said, like GameCube. I've never like bought Nintendo systems like day one anyway, except for maybe the handhelds. Big fan of Nintendo handhelds, but consoles I can kind of give or take.
Yeah.
So the Switch, I don't know. They might kind of change things. We'll see what comes out on it. That looks interesting that they're finally getting more developers on and stuff like that. So hopefully the game catalog for it will be good. Because Wii U just didn't deliver on that part. So I never had any real need to get one. Like, I really want to play Splatoon, but I'm like, I'm not going to buy it for Splatoon and Bayonetta 2. Or I think it was like Wonderful 101, that was another one. Mm-hmm. And it was like, why did they only came out on that system? And it was just like, man. So hopefully, I don't know if they'll get remakes or something like that. But I don't know. I'd be interested. Also, like, price point, all that kind of stuff. But always will take words. But I'm already losing, I told you. But no, I'm excited. I think overall, I want to see more. See what happens.
Well, I think it'll be interesting. Like, I thought Mario Kart 8 was by far like the coolest one. Like you mentioned, like Splatoon. Like those are awesome games, and nobody got to play them really.
Right.
So if they do re-release them or upgraded versions, like I think that's actually pretty smart. I mean, we've seen success with other companies like remastering or re-releasing games, but a lot of people didn't get to play those great games. Yeah. So and fingers crossed. Like,
yeah. I'm wondering too now that you were talking about like 3DS, if that's going to replace or whatever. And I was thinking about the cartridges, and I was like, oh, cool, I'll get to play them. And I was like, oh, yeah, but it doesn't have, like, the double screen. So now I'm like,
correct.
Is it going to be double screen, like, big screen and small screen? Or, like, that's what I'm
Well, so they have said that it's not going to be backwards compatible with Wii U or 3DS.
Oh,
so they're going to be all brand new. No, they haven't said if there's going to have, like, digital.
Right.
But then again, that comes down to what's the hard drive. Because historically, Nintendo doesn't put big hard drives. Right. Like, the Wii U is, 32 gigs?
And that was for what they call the deluxe.
God.
Correct. I mean, but normally, like, they're just not known to do that. Right. So, like, from a cost standpoint, too, do we see them putting in, like, I mean, at this point, everybody's kind of moving to, was it a 1 terabyte hard drive, if not bigger. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't see Nintendo even doing a 500 gig.
Right.
That's just not their style. Right. So, there's a lot of unanswered questions. So, we'll see. I'm excited, but I'm also cautiously, optimistic.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of curious who Nintendo's marketing this towards. Because if you watch their little commercial preview thing they've done, it's all like 20-somethings.
Yeah.
You know, in the past, Wii and Wii U, a lot of their marketing was towards kids and towards families. You know, the whole family playing in the living room, grandma bowling, you know, all that kind of stuff. And this was like all 20-something-year-olds playing basketball, go-karting, on the airplane, hanging out on a rooftop. So is Nintendo aiming this specifically at the hardcore fans, people who are about that age, who've grown up with Nintendo?
I would think so, because like you're saying, it's like Wii was marketed to kids. Now those kids are those 20-somethings. So they could just be growing up with that generation that got the Wii U.
Well, one thing, so games has always been the issue. Like, everybody knows, like, their first-party games are phenomenal. It takes so long to see them. Considering that we didn't, the new Zelda, when that comes out for the Wii U, that's going to be the first original Zelda game, like, on the Wii U.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there wasn't even a Metroid, you know, they're just... But if they're going to re-release a lot of those games, can you imagine if they had the Zelda, the new Mario, the Mario Kart 8, Splatoon, you know, those kind of remastered launch titles? That would be reason I could see for people to jump ship and say, yeah, I want one of these. So if those are all real legitimate titles, like, in development that are going to be, like, released, like, with that launch window, I think that's a great start.
Dallas, as our resident non-gamer, did you see anything in there that, like, appealed to you, or?
I mean, it looks cool. It does. I had more issues with the commercial. Tell
me about it. I want to know. Tell me about it.
Tell us more.
Because I did too, but...
Okay, so you mentioned, you know, on the rooftop they're playing a game. They're playing a game after basketball. I'm like, who's going to stop playing basketball? Outside, you're already on the court, okay? You're playing basketball. You're with your friends, shooting some J's, whatever. You got it.
But basketball's so sweaty. You're
like, so sweaty.
This is so much exercise.
Like, hey guys, I'm tired of running around on the court, you know, crossing you guys up. Let's play it on the Nintendo Switch. Oh, who does that? Who does it? I could see if, like, oh, you know what? It's getting dark out. Let's go home and play. You know, let's keep the game going, guys. But right on the court, there's a bench over there. We're gonna go play. No, I don't think that's gonna happen. I just don't. The other one, the rooftop party. on. Come on down. I'm going to bring my Nintendo Switch.
Because I hate all these people and I don't want them to talk to me. So let's find a distraction.
Exactly. I'm going to show my interest in likes. Yes. Can't tell them that it's a party.
That's
You know? I mean, and so there was that. I did like the fact that they had diversity in the promo trailer. What are we calling it? What do we call it?
A trailer.
Trailer?
Sort of a reveal.
Reveal.
Trailer.
Okay, in the reveal trailer. Because, I mean, it showed, like, women, men, people in a band.
those could also be women or men.
Women or men. Band people.
Band people.
Yeah, traveling people.
That's
Of course, you saw at the end they threw in the esports.
Right, yeah.
Trying to be
Which
like,
I thought
look
was
at
a
us
little
compete.
silly,
Yeah.
I think.
Especially they're on the floor with the dry erase,
Yeah.
like, and then it's like they test out their strategy on
Sure.
their pads and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Okay, so here's my other thing. So with the tiny screen, and then it's got the two controllers on the side. So I get it. When you're holding the screen, it makes sense, right? You got the thumb control and stuff. But then with the basketball players and on the rooftop party, you pull the little switches, the controllers off, and you got this tiny little thing. How is that feasible? Like, I feel like it'd be make more sense to just do this.
not feasible, but highly entertaining. Like a big guy with like huge hands. Like I can't.
But I thought about that too, and I was
Yeah.
like, well, your phone, look how small this...
I feel like those controllers are smaller.
You think they're smaller?
And that phone is huge.
And, and I do agree with you. From what I could tell, it was like they were holding it sideways,
Yeah.
right? And there's a joystick here and like two little buttons here.
Yeah.
So you're not going to get super complicated. But I
Right.
think they can kind of, they
these
can
big
do
man
some
paws.
stuff,
How are they
so-
supposed to...
Yeah, and I had the exact same
Yeah.
thought though. I was like,
It was like, that
that's
is
gonna
too
be
cute.
super limited.
Too
Like they were
cute.
playing Mario Kart, and I'm
Yeah.
like, how are you gonna slide?
Yeah,
and do all
I was
that
thinking that
stuff,
too.
so.
It's like, how many buttons are on that? Are
Well,
there
it
side
showed
buttons?
each one has a joystick and then the 4 buttons,
Right.
and then there's like a shoulder button.
Right.
But
that
That's
it?
still much more limited.
The
so.
Z.
It's just a
The Z button.
little tiny. I feel like it's that big. That's
Yeah.
like
Yeah. I mean,
that's like a candy bar. You're
And
playing
it's
games.
fun
fun
size.
size.
Oh god.
It's the Alina controller.
Bite size.
Bite size, yeah.
So it's one of those things it's hard to say until you get your hands on it. So
They had their hands on it. Looked tiny.
Yeah.
no, yeah, that's true.
Look tiny.
That's true.
But, I mean, I'm assuming for, like you said, the difficulty level, it's probably going to be simple, most of those games. I'm assuming.
And
But
they'll
it looks
probably
cool.
have like
It looks sleek.
yeah, but they'll probably have full blown single player experiences. You'll
Sure.
have the full controllers to play with, and there'll probably be
If you don't have any
multiplayer.
friends.
Right, yeah. Or if you have the multiplayer at home, you can probably use like those pro controllers, and everybody has one like an Xbox or whatever. But
Yeah.
but again, a lot of this, they haven't released any details yet. I think the big thing, like you said, we don't know if it's touchscreen or not yet.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, I wonder about that now.
and I wonder when they're going to talk about those things,
They said before the end of the year they'll release more.
because March is not
Yeah.
that far away. It's like 5 months away, depending on when they release it in March. So I don't know, to
Yeah.
get people to put money down. I mean,
They
you
come
got to
out.
release a price, and then you got to tell them what it's going to be able to do. So
Yeah.
me, I'm kind of, I mean, a lot of the rumors have been circulating.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like a lot of that, not the details, but a lot of that was kind of true. That it was going to be a portable system that you could also play at home or whatever. I feel like it's an evolution of what the Wii U kind of was. You have the screen, the separate screen that, of course, now you can take it anywhere, not just in your house. You can play it on your TV. I don't know. I'm not sure. It's going to come down to the games. Like you said, if there's some really good new Mario, Zelda, Metroid, all those big franchises, then I may be in, but I don't know. I can get most of what I want on my Xbox, PlayStation, whatever. And just that new functionality of being able to play those full games anywhere just doesn't do it for me,
Well, for me, that's the challenge that they're going to have, right? Because nobody's questioned their first-party games; they've always been great.
Right.
But now they're trying to go after that crowd that also plays like the Call of Duties or like the Overwatch. Well, so if they want to play an Overwatch, you got to have an online, and two, so if they're expecting, if I see all three, I have money to buy all three of the systems, what's going to make me say, oh no, I'm going to buy the Nintendo version like, is it going to be on par with those other two? Because if it's not, doesn't matter the functionality that you can do. It's still not going to get the demographic or those gamers that they're trying to target.
Yeah.
Like. But I do say, the one day, though, when I'm like, hey, guys, you want to go play basketball? We all show up at the court, and I'm like, you just got to press X. Here's your little bite-sized controller. One for you.
It.
I'll be like, one for you. And you go...
And I will admit, like, it's true. The commercial had me. Like, he's on the airplane playing.
Yeah.
Makes sense. He's
Got
traveling.
it. Yeah.
And then they showed the Mario Kart, and they're, like, playing in the car. And then they're actual at like, a kart place. And all of a sudden they're driving real karts.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay.
You couldn't just wait. You couldn't just wait to drive a car.
Right. And then they're playing basketball and all that. So, yeah. But
if they had just showed people traveling or coming, like, off a train, a commuter train or something, like, oh, I'm playing the game here, finally got home, boom, it's on the TV now, I'm gonna finish playing and then eat, have dinner and do other things, I would have believed it a little bit more. And, you know, like you said, with the demographic, if they are targeting 20-somethings, I see playing the games in motion, or, you know, when you're traveling and you have free time to play, but if they're targeting 20-somethings, they probably don't have a lot of free time.
Correct.
They're gonna, you know, be somewhere where they can't play. So it's like, I don't know. Looks cool. Design's awesome.
There you go. To be like in church, like playing. Like, hold on. As they start playing.
And part of that may be from the Japanese culture, because in Japan, people don't drive.
Yeah.
They take public transportation everywhere, so that's why, like, handhelds and things are so big there.
But then, at the same time, there's not a lot of space on the train.
Right.
There's not. I've been on those trains. You're just like, okay, all right, stop. And then, like, there's that jerking motion. Yeah, so, I don't know.
Two other little interesting things. One, when Nintendo announced they were going to reveal it the next morning, that day, before the video even came out, their stock jumped up $1 billion.
Jeez.
Wow.
So,
One.
and then... $1 billion.
Oh, all right.
There's an Austin Powers reference for you.
We just lost some listeners.
All right, the two of you that are still listening, we will not do that again.
Man.
Unless you like us, and then we will.
The other interesting thing, shortly after that came out, Unreal Engine released a tweet basically saying Unreal Engine is being supported by, or Unreal Engine 4 specifically, is being supported on Wii U, and we're working with developers for that. So good stuff.
I'm guessing that's a game.
So it is.
No, it's not.
It's not. The easiest way to explain it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Easiest way to explain it. Think engine runs your car, right?
Yeah.
So there's different engines that run games. They're basically like a software engine that developers use to power their games.
Oh.
And Unreal Engine is one of the most popular, versatile ones. So you wrote something about me, didn't you?
No, he didn't. Well, earlier he did, which is hilarious. No, I think I like his notes better than my notes.
So there was, of course, another huge announcement from Rockstar Games. What is it called? I can't remember what this game is called. It's so obscure. Red Dead Revolver 2 officially announced.
Red Dead Revolver?
Red Dead Redemption. I wrote down Revolver. So Red Dead Revolver, for those who don't know, is actually the first game in the series that was on original Xbox.
Yes.
Then on 360, Red Dead Redemption came out, and now this is called Red Dead Redemption 2.
Revolver came on other consoles as well, right? Not just Xbox. Because I swear I had it on,
I don't think so.
or I've seen it on.
Maybe.
No, it was
Did it
on
come on
PlayStation 2.
PS2?
It was
Yeah,
PS2
okay,
original
Okay.
Xbox.
I couldn't remember. Yeah.
But it was not made by
Redemption. I keep using
Rockstar.
Xbox. Redemption was
it?
on PS3 also.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was made by
That'd be
Rockstar.
biased.
I'm pretty sure. It may not have been actually. I don't remember.
I thought it was a Capcom game or something. They bought the rights to it and then made it awesome.
Maybe. Because the first one was
that's
all right. It was Redemption then. Anyways.
Yeah, I thought the same.
Yeah. For some reason
Yeah.
I
I agree now.
for some reason I wrote down Revolver. Anyways.
I just ruined, like...
Now I'm trying to say. Now you got me all kinds of mixed up. Rockstar put out a little teaser. It was just a red logo on their Twitter. Then they added the silhouettes of some cowboys. So, of course, at that point, everybody knew what it was. And then they officially said Red Dead Revolver 2 trailer coming in the morning. Of course, it happened to be the exact same morning Nintendo said, hey, we're going to release our new system trailer. But that came out at 9, and I think the Redemption came out at 10. I don't know. I forgot to wake up and watch them, so it didn't matter. Basically, I'm curious, though, what is maybe not so much you, but what everybody's excitement levels are on this one.
Excited.
Wow.
I'm excited.
I had to change my pants.
I wanna shoot more birds and wolves. That's what I did in that game.
That's a good excited.
And play more 5-finger.
Oh, right. Stabbing yourself
played
in
a lot
between
of
the
that.
fingers.
Yep.
Yeah. Alex, you excited? Yeah, yes.
I
Apparently.
am extremely jazzed.
You're jazzed.
So jazzed
Okay.
for this game.
Day
Day one by.
So what are your thoughts on the actual trailer itself? It's just more of a teaser than anything.
I don't think anything about it. It's just like, cool, it's coming out.
Right.
Like, nothing about the teaser.
No characters, no story.
Yeah.
It's Rockstar. That was more entertaining than the Nintendo Switch commercial.
Right.
I mean, they weren't like playing basketball like in Red Dead Redemption.
There weren't
trailer.
cowboys getting off their
Yes.
horses and then playing Red Dead.
Yeah, that would be awesome if they were like, "Would y'all like to go rustle up some cattle?" And then they're like, "Sure." And then they, "Here you go. Here's one for you."
They're swinging the controllers around. Yeah. I will say the graphics look really good. But, I mean, of course, we kind of expect that from Rockstar. They always do really good stuff. Dallas,
Yes.
as a non-gamer,
Yes.
and as someone who's not familiar with Red Dead at all,
Not at all.
you saw the little teaser.
Yes.
What'd you think?
Which teaser was it?
The cowboy one.
It was
I
the
remember
Old
it was
West.
on
It was the Old West. Is that the one where I said, "Are you paying attention?" And you're like, "Yeah."
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I mean, I was watching it, but it wasn't memorable. I meant to ask, like, is this the Red Dead trailer you were talking about? And I didn't. And then I went back to my phone. So that probably sums up how I feel about it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if you get to shoot birds and stuff.
It's Old West, so you can shoot pretty much anything.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Sold on the birds.
Sold on it.
I know how to get Dallas's buy.
Yeah.
There hasn't really been any news. That's all they've done so far. PlayStation blog did post after the video came out that I guess PlayStation will be getting select online content first. So they've obviously got some deal with Rockstar to get some of the online content, whatever that's going to be, first. So
Whoa.
I know.
Yeah.
Hey, that's important.
Yeah. That's true.
You could get a special bird to shoot.
What kind?
Shiny gun to shoot it with.
That's right. The bird's... Never mind. The bird's green, and when you shoot it, it makes the Xbox sound. For
Whoa.
Sony.
Whoa.
That's a joke.
Whoa.
You know, they did that in Dead Space, where if you got the Xbox version, you got a special green glow armor, and if you got the PlayStation version, it was like a special red glow armor or whatever.
Man.
Just weird things like that.
Sure.
All right, so then those were the big announcements. Then we got some quick hits. Nintendo, after announcing the Switch, snuck in a little, not announcement, they kind of just released it. It's on Amazon. It's Amazon exclusive. The new 3DS XL. It's lime green. The inside's still black, but the outside's lime green, and it comes with Super Mario World. Still no charger included, though.
This is a portable device?
This is the handheld, yeah.
Cool.
That may or may not be relevant come March 2017.
Sure.
Oh, well then that's a bummer.
Did you
I always
guys-
hate to buy it and then be like, it's not backwards compatible. Check. Thank you.
Good job, Dallas. I need like gold stars
Please.
on Dallas's.
Or is there
For
like
podcast
a
cards.
video game thing that I could get? Like points or something?
Achievement.
You still get
it's
stars.
achievement?
They can
Yeah.
just do
Achievement.
Mario stars.
I don't want a Mario Star.
Sonic rings.
That sounds better.
Okay. We'll go to Sonic and get some onion rings, and you'll be good to go.
I'd actually be really happy with that.
I mean,
So now
oh,
I'm
I was
hungry.
gonna ask if you guys saw the Galaxy, like print 3DS XL.
Oh, yes. It's just like a galaxy. It's not even necessarily Mario Galaxy, right? It's just a galaxy on the outside.
It's
yeah.
beautiful. And I'm upset because then I bought my Monster Hunter one and now I want the Galaxy.
Is it?
But I
what?
also want the lime green one because I love lime green. So
I
it's
know,
just
that's
like.
what I was thinking.
So I was like, man,
Wait, what's the other one you bought? You said
Monster Hunter?
Monster Hunter. Okay.
It's like, it was the special edition that came with the game.
Okay.
It was for the new 3DS.
Right.
Do they have like covers for these things? You know, kind of like
I think
iPhone
they
covers
do.
that you can
Yeah.
like pop on.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
don't have to spend all the
super
money.
popular in Japan,
Mm-hmm.
but not as popular here in the U.S. So
I got a clear one for my regular 3DS, so I could put stickers on it.
Oh,
Because I have the special edition Pokemon one. Didn't want to put stickers on my Pokemon case.
of course not.
So I got a clear case, put stickers on that.
On that.
Mm.
Yeah.
smart.
Now I have to get a clear case for my other one so I can put stickers on the other one.
So moving from the realm of gaming,
Oh.
announced that Donald Glover
Yes.
is going to be playing young Lando in the upcoming young Han Solo film. And I say upcoming because it's not coming out till 2018. That's good news to me. I think that's perfect casting.
Cool.
How does
Donald Glover
how does the
in
panel
anything.
So,
go?
Yes.
Childish Gambino can do no wrong.
Yeah, that's true.
You really can't.
No, not at all.
Nice reference. For those who don't know, Childish Gambino is his sort of
Rap persona.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's
pretty
really
good.
good.
It's
Yeah,
pretty good.
I like
They're
it.
okay. So musically, his albums were very different from the first album to the second one. He grew a little bit more musically and changed up his style slightly and his rap pattern a little bit. But it was really, I mean, I like him. I've been a fan since Community. I know he did some stuff before that, but I'm a Community
is
girl.
when he got big. so-
Yeah, Community was like, I was like, yes.
Yeah.
And then, you know, his other acting credits now. So I think this will be really good. And the internet burned down when the news was released. Donald Glover's going to be Lando Calrissian. Donald Glover, Donald Glover, Donald Glover. It's like, all right, yeah, we get it. Yeah, it's cool.
Everyone loves Donald Glover.
It's true.
So, like, anything he's in, I'm like, sure,
he's really talented.
do it.
Yeah.
And we won't get him as Spider-Man. So
I know, I want him as Spider-Man.
Get him as Lando, I'm down.
So he did do the voice of
I
Ultimate
know,
Spider-Man.
that's nice.
For one season. Someone else is doing it now because Ultimate Spider-Man is a regular character. So I think they just needed someone they could get regularly to do the voice. Donald Glover probably wasn't available to do it all the time. So,
Good enough.
yeah.
We still need him in the movies.
That's
I
true.
know.
Good casting, though.
Right?
Yeah.
I feel like we need another Spider-Man trilogy. I feel like it's time.
Spider-Man Homecoming comes out, is it next year or 2018?
I think it's next year.
Is that with the new kid?
Yes. So you know how there was a new Spider-Man
What's his
in
name
Civil
again?
War?
Yeah.
Tom
No, not
something.
him.
Oh. The Spider-Man?
The one that was in Civil
War?
Civil War?
No.
No.
You're
Andrew
talking about
Garfield?
Andrew Garfield.
No, I'm thinking comic Spider-Man.
Oh. Miles Morales.
Yes.
He plays Ultimate Spider-Man,
Yes.
yeah. Because in that world, Peter Parker got killed and he took
I don't
over.
care about movie Spider-Man anymore.
Okay.
It's changed so many times. I don't care.
And then
They can stop.
another big release or trailer dropped, the Logan trailer, aka Wolverine 3.
AKA Old Man Logan.
Okay,
I had to
yeah.
throw that in there.
So it looks like, and all the rumors, of course, were that Logan was going to be based on the Old Man Logan storyline from the comics.
Oh, wait, that's actually a thing.
I was like, Dallas is making this joke. She doesn't know it's actually like, that's okay.
I thought you knew it was
I
that
thought he
story.
was just old. 'Cause
That's
he's
why
old.
it's funny.
Yeah. I
She's
know.
our resident non-gamer and our resident non-comic
Comic.
book.
Yeah, I
Girl.
watched the movies. I just don't. I never read the comics. But
Yeah.
wow, man.
Yeah, that was pretty
Yeah.
much. I think
The-
that was just the series.
It was like a 6-part, maybe
It was like a
8.
miniseries, right?
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was in the Wolverine series, and then with like one standalone to wrap it all up. But yeah, it was a storyline. They kind of did it because it takes place in the future, and I don't know. The trick is this is being made by Fox, and Fox only has the rights to Marvel X-Men characters, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they don't have rights to Hulk. They don't have rights to Hawkeye, both of who were major characters in the comic book storyline. So and Xavier was not in it because this took place enough in the future that he was dead by that point. Obviously, we saw Patrick Stewart in the trailer. Everybody loves Patrick Stewart. You got to throw Patrick Stewart in there. So I don't know how much they're changing it and what's going to be different from.
I saw Captain Picard.
Yes, Captain Picard,
Okay.
who looks very similar to Patrick Stewart.
Okay.
Sounds similar too.
Yeah,
Yeah. He sounded like the
Weird.
guy, the boss from American Dad, too.
yeah. Avery.
Weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Avery Bullock. Anyways, the other thing is they've included a character named Laura Kinney. And hopefully it's not spoilers, but in the comics, Laura Kinney is a clone made from Wolverine's DNA. She was called X-23 because she was the 23rd attempt at cloning Wolverine and the only successful one. All 22 before were mess-ups or whatever. So obviously they've kind of included... She was not in the Old Man Logan storyline in the comics. So obviously they're taking things from different stories and putting it together. The trailer looked really good. Just judging it as a trailer, it had my attention.
Mm-hmm. I'll see it.
I feel like this one's gonna be super dramatic. Which, I mean, I'm excited to see the movie. Let me put that first. But I feel like Hugh Jackman's like, you know what? I'm gonna stretch my acting chops a little bit. People see me as other stuff, and they know me as Wolverine, like kind of badass dude. But now I just want to be like Wolverine that's got something to live for. fighting for life, not just love, right?
Now the one tear.
It might happen in the movie.
May.
It might. But now that you said clones, I'm a big clone fan. A big clone
Dallas
fan.
does love them clones.
I do. I really do.
She's pro-clone.
Clone lives matter.
I knew you were going to say that.
I can make that joke.
I knew you were going to say that. The other interesting thing is the bad guy. And you only saw him briefly. He was blonde and he had the glasses on. His name's Donald Pierce.
Okay.
And he was a character that was kind of bigger in the 80s. He's basically a cyborg. And he led a group called the Reavers, who were always trying to hunt down mutants. So obviously they're sort of the bad guys in this. I don't know how cyborg they're going to be. In the comics they were like, robot arms. One guy had no legs and it was like he was basically attached to almost like a tank tread base, I don't know if they're going to quite go that far with it in the movie. But, we'll see. I'm sure there'll be another trailer, soon. But
So the real thing, if at some point, if they're like, hey guys, I got this, and they pull out their Nintendo Switches and put it down.
Taking it all the way back, Alex. All
Full circle.
I love it.
Let's play the Wolverine game, guys.
Guys. Oh, this is... And then his claws come out.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, sorry, guys.
Wolverine's like,
Didn't mean to do that.
I got man hands. And just all right through the controller.
So I'm excited, but I am interested to see what the story, how well they'll put the storyline together.
Yeah.
So
It had Johnny Cash in the trailer, so
Right.
Oh,
you can't
yeah.
go wrong with that.
Yeah, it's a great song. I think, honestly, that song kind of set the whole tone of the
Yeah,
trailer.
oh, it did.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, yes, it's going to hit you right in the heart, right in the feels.
That's right. It did. I mean, it's not like it was like Hanson,
You know what? Some of Hanson's later stuff is really, really good.
I don't know why.
It goes there.
I don't know why I thought about that, but I just can imagine Wolverine bop,
Yeah, that wouldn't be good. But check out their later stuff. I'm telling you, you'll be surprised.
Dallas,
Like,
remake
Hanson?
this trailer with later Hanson's on.
Please do.
Okay.
Please.
Oh,
Your
man.
assignment.
That's my assignment? Okay. I mean, we'll see how it goes.
If you want that on a later episode, probably won't be able to do it, but we'll try.
Or Hanson. You guys could do this. I know Hanson's watching this. I just
Oh,
know.
yeah.
I know.
Big fan.
Yeah.
They're like, we were mentioned. What's the older one? Call him in the room.
Oh, good times. So that was pretty much all we had this week.
Hey.
Did anybody have anything else they want to talk about, discuss? Dallas, were all your questions answered sufficiently?
They were.
He had a quizzical face during his explanation.
Well, no, because he said Reavers, and I just had the thought. So I watch a lot of sci-fi, right? And there's always a federation in sci-fi. There's always a federation, and then there are always Reavers. Yeah, I mean, I thought of Firefly, but there's another. Were Reavers in? What's that show I hate that I watch that
you don't hate? Farscape?
I do hate it. I feel like there are Reavers in Farscape. Are there Reavers?
I don't. It's been a long time since I watched it.
I don't think so.
Dallas, nobody knows.
Nobody else watches Farscape except for us, and I haven't even finished it yet.
I haven't seen Farscape.
It's good. It's good.
Don't get yourself into it. It's like as a sci-fi show, you're like, oh, okay, yeah, and then it just keeps going on and on.
Yeah, I'm like, it's too long. There's no way I would actually want to watch the show.
Yeah,
it's too long.
I mean, but it's Australian, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's Australian. There's some space people.
Okay. It's good. Ignore her. It's good.
It's interesting. Okay. Yeah. When's the last time you watched it?
It's good. I watched the first season like a couple years ago, so. But yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, you didn't watch.
I tend to be iffy
seasons.
on both your tastes, so I'm just like, I don't know. Which way.
Okay then, Alina. All right.
I'll watch an episode and we'll go from there.
Right. I trust Alex.
Okay. Be iffy on my taste. I have great taste in sci-fi. Thank you very much. I'm a little offended.
I don't mean it like that.
Oh really? What do you mean I like, Alina? Whoa.
What's that show you watch? Something Girl.
Oh, that was terrible.
Yeah.
It's really bad. Lost Girl. Yeah. I love that show.
Okay, but that one was stupid and fun.
Yeah. See, he watched it too. Not because of me. But I told her because was it your roommate or your roommate's friend? Your roommate. Yeah. I was like, look, you're just gonna have to go into the show knowing
and on that
there's gonna be some stuff that doesn't make sense.
Since the battery is probably gonna die on our camera soon.
Okay.
All right.
I guess that's it then.
Yeah.
We're gonna put a
I'll duke it out with Dallas.
Put a pin in that. Yeah. We're gonna make Alina watch Farscape in the meantime. Yeah. So I think that does it for us this week, though. So we will see you guys next week, and we will always, as always, try to do better. So I think that's it. We good?
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
See ya.